Hey, can you do me a favor? If you're in bed right now, just pull the blanket up a little higher. I'm serious. Because once you hear this, you're gonna feel it too. That little prickle on the back of your neck when the room's too quiet. My name's Ryan. I'm 29, I live alone, and 3 months ago, something started standing in my bedroom while I slept. I'm not the paranormal guy, never have been. I fall asleep to true crime podcasts, I laugh at jump scares. I once told my mom ghosts were just Wi-Fi for dead people. Yeah, I was that dude. Then I moved into this third-floor apartment in Portland. Old brick building, radiator that clanks like it's dying, the kind of place where the hallway light flickers exactly like a horror movie, and you pretend it's fine. First night I was wrecked from carrying boxes. I didn't even put sheets on the mattress, just face planted and passed out. Street light was cutting through the blinds, painting these orange stripes on the ceiling. I remember thinking, man, this place smells like dust and somebody else's life. Woke up choking on nothing. Room felt like a freezer. Phone said 3:17 a.m. And I swear, the air had weight, like someone was leaning over me, staring. Not a noise, not a shadow I could point at, just the feeling you get when you know you're not alone. I sat up, heart banging against my ribs, looked around, nothing. Told myself I was being dramatic, rolled over, went back to sleep. Next night, same time, same ice-cold blast, same eyes on me. By night 4, I was sleeping with every light in the apartment on. Didn't help. I'd still snap awake at 3:17, and now I could almost see something in the corner by the dresser. Tall, slow, way too tall. Like if a shadow got up and stretched until its head brushed the ceiling. No face, just a blank oval. The second I tried to focus, it slid back into the dark, like it was never there. I started filming myself with my phone propped on a stack of books. Hours of me just snoring. Then suddenly I'd sit straight up like someone yanked invisible strings, stare at that same corner for 10, 15 seconds, then flop back down. Like my body knew they were there, even when I wouldn't admit it. I told my best friend, Jake. He laughed, said I needed to stop eating late-night burritos. I almost believed him. Then one night I came home around 1 in the morning, arms full of groceries, and my bedroom door was closed. I never close it. My cat Pickles can't work doorknobs and she sleeps with me. But it wasn't just closed, it was latched from the inside. I stood there in the hallway like an idiot, bags digging into my fingers, whispering, "Hello?" Like that ever helps. The door wouldn't open. Not locked, just resistance. Like someone on the other side was pushing back exactly as hard as I was pulling. Then the pressure just stopped. I shoved it open. Room was empty. But my bed was made. Like hotel perfect. Corners tucked, pillows fluffed. I'd left it looking like a crime scene that morning. Blankets on the floor, sheets twisted into ropes. I sleep like I'm fighting for my life. There's no way I made the bed. I grabbed Pickles and locked us both in the bathroom and slept in the bathtub with the light on. I'm not proud of it. Next morning, I walked back in to brush my teeth and almost dropped my phone. On the bathroom mirror, still foggy from yesterday's shower, someone had written, "We like to watch." Tall, thin letters, scratched in, not drawn, like fingernails did it. My stomach went into free fall. I took a picture with shaking hands, then wiped it off before I threw up in the sink. That day I called out sick and went full Reddit detective on my own apartment. Found out the last tenant was a guy named Daniel Carver, 2018. Hanged himself from the pipe in the bedroom ceiling. Police reports said for months he'd been telling anyone who'd listen that tall black figures stood around his bed every night and just watched him. He filmed himself too. Same corner I kept staring at in my own videos. Same wake-up time, 3:17, burned into the timestamp on half the clips. I watched one of those videos. I wish I hadn't. You just see Daniel bolt upright, point at the corner, and scream, "They're here again! They're here again!" over and over, until he breaks down sobbing. Exact same corner. At that point, any normal person would have packed a bag and left. I didn't. I needed to know I wasn't losing my mind. So I did the dumbest thing imaginable. I bought 4 cheap security cameras, one in every room, one in the hallway outside my front door. Took 2 melatonin, turned off every light for the first time in weeks, crawled into that bed like I was volunteering as tribute, and waited. 3:17. Cold hit me so hard, my teeth chattered. I could see my breath. Then the weight, like invisible hands pinning my shoulders, wrists, ankles to the mattress. I couldn't even twitch. And then, lower, slower, I saw them. 4 of them, one in each corner. Taller than the ceiling should allow, joints bending wrong, fingers scraping the popcorn texture up top. Skin, if that's what it was pure black, no shine, like someone cut human shapes out of the night itself. No faces, just smooth nothing. But they were looking at me. You know when someone stares so hard it hurts? That's what it felt like behind my eyes. They didn't move, just watched. One of them leaned forward. The air shifted like a tree bending over me, smelled like wet dirt and pennies. It lifted its hand. God, the fingers were so long, and dragged one nail down the blanket, stopping right over my heart. I felt the pressure through 2 layers of fabric. That's when every camera feed turned to static. All 4 at once. 17 seconds of white noise and distortion. When the picture came back, the room was empty. Except the blanket had a perfect handprint melted into it. 5 long fingers, fabric eaten away like acid. I haven't been back to the apartment since. I'm sleeping on Jake's couch while I wait for a new place. Landlord says I owe for extensive damage to the bedroom. I don't want to know what that means. 2 nights ago, Jake shook me awake at 3:17 exactly. He was ghost white, said he opened his eyes and saw a tall black shape standing at the foot of the couch just staring down at me while I slept. Right now, I'm recording this in a 24-hour diner because every room I try to sleep in has corners and I'm terrified to close my eyes. So yeah, if you're watching this under the covers, maybe keep a light on tonight. Maybe sleep facing the wall. Because whatever these things are, they don't stay where they start. They follow. Beat of silence. Dead quiet. If this video ever stops uploading halfway through, you'll know they found me again.